Hello, everybody. My name is Tyrell. This is from the weather system. I am enthusiastic about weather, although I'm not a meteorologist. I do love weather. Weather fascinates me. It's one of those things where I have a good knowledge of it, especially somebody that's not a trained meteorologist. I kind of think I drive the people that I'm very close with. A little crazy about the weather, but I see nothing wrong with being weather conscious. So this is kind of like my own take, my own spin to another weather channel. I know there are gonna be things that I talk about that other people talk about. That's okay. I'm just using this to have fun and using this to get my voice out there and just talk about different things. So that's what I'm doing with this today. I'm also the channel runner or the host of from the nosebleeds as well. It's kind of a thing that I'm starting like is from the nosebleeds. It's going to be about sports, from the weather system, obviously weather, and then probably something like from the kitchen or from cooking or something like that would be something about cooking or some food related things or anything like that. So again, welcome to From the Weather System. Again, my name is Tyrell. And today we are going to talk about 5 heat waves in North America. Now, this is something I really haven't seen be talked about as much, at least from my own personal experience. So I kind of wanted to talk about these things. I kind of wrote some notes down. This is not like top five. This is not something that, oh, these are the 5 hottest heat waves and oh, you didn't rank it or anything. This is not a ranking. This is just 5 heat waves, 5 significant heat waves that happen in really primarily the United States of America, not really covering Mexico like that. But I say North America because some of these heat waves has affected Canada as well. So let's start with number one on my notes here. It is the 1936 heat wave that lasted from July 5th all the way till July 18th. 9 days of 100-degree weather or above. 6 record highs were recorded during this time, with the majority of these records still standing today. The hottest day during this heat wave was on the 14th, with temperatures reaching over 108 degrees. The event went from the plains, upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Mississippi Valley. The death toll is around 5,000, and this happened in the middle of the infamous Dust Bowl that we know that happened in the middle of the Great Depression as well, if you know your history on that. The highest temp was recorded, again, like I said, on the 14th of July. And if I'm butchering this, I apologize, but I think I got it as DeCraw, Iowa, at 111 degrees, and the lowest temp was in Medford, Michigan, with it being 84 degrees that same day. The results of the heat wave caused this to be the second highest July on record at the time, only getting edged and still one of the highest heat waves or highest average temperatures in the month of July of all time, only getting edged out by both years of 2023 and 2024. So this was a very significant heat wave. It more than likely exacerbated the ongoing issues of the Dust Bowl that was happening, that was affecting a lot of farmers during that time. This is also in the middle of the Great Depression, where people are struggling to make ends meet, or if not worse. So this was like a significant heat wave. It's one of the earlier heat waves I actually found on record that was extremely significant like this, that I could see that had very good details on it, just from the research that I did so far. So this was a very interesting read upon. 5,000 people, like I said, had passed away. That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people. I know things are different now that we got AC and everything like that, but just imagine 5,000 people, unfortunately, losing their lives during this heat wave. So we go to number two. And if you notice one thing about this list, it's a little bit chronological, a little bit of not, but that's okay. We go over to 2002, really August of 2001. This is called the Eastern Heat Wave. High pressure system has strengthened off the coast of South Carolina, with peak temperatures reaching at 105 degrees in Newark, New Jersey, and Ottawa, Canada. It reached up to 99 degrees, and in Toronto, it reached up to 100 degrees. Nova Scotia and Glace Bay up in Canada peaked at 94 degrees. This was a very, very hot heat wave. Didn't really get a lot of research, a lot of particular notes on this one per se. I tried to do a lot of research on this one. I didn't really find too much. If you guys got any recommendation of different search engines I can use that's not Google or Yahoo, that'd be great as well. That'd help me out a lot as well. So 95 deaths occurred across multiple states during this heat wave, including a NFL offensive tackle named Corey Stringer of the Minnesota Vikings, passed away due to a heat stroke. Next on the list is the 2006 North American heat wave. 25 deaths associated with this heat wave. The heat wave occurred between July 15th and August 27th, so over a month, 6 weeks, a month and a half of this heat wave going on. A windstorm in the middle of this heat wave in St. Louis caused power outages for about 500,000 people, leaving people without air conditioning. California experienced unusual humid heat during this time frame. Temps in Phoenix, Arizona reached around 118 degrees, and in Los Angeles, California, they peaked at 119 degrees. I don't remember personally the last time I've seen Los Angeles reach over 90 degrees, and this is a heat wave that happened in 2006, where Los Angeles was recording 119 degrees. It must have been hot as hell. It must have felt like hell in Los Angeles. Everybody's used to seeing Phoenix getting 110, 115, but Los Angeles, not usually used to seeing that, especially in the summertime. Anybody from Los Angeles, correct me if I'm wrong on that as well. July 17th, particularly during this heat wave, and July 17th, all states but the state of Alaska, Minnesota, and North Dakota reached temperatures at 90 degrees or above. Dallas, Shreveport, and New England area reported ruptured water lines and buckled roads. Also, Oklahoma City's Interstate 44 had 2 traffic lanes closed off due to roads buckling during the heat. Between the power outages, forest fires, strong to severe thunderstorms were associated as well due to this heat wave. Linton, British Columbia, Canada, correct if I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly, had temperatures over 105 degrees for 3 days straight during that heat wave. In an unrelated incident to this heat wave happened at the exact same time during the infamous 2006 Queens, New York power outage as well. Failed crops across the Midwest cost around $30 billion in damages, with the Pacific Northwest and California accounting for $9 billion of their own damages as well. This was a very costly heat wave. This was a very hot heat wave across the entire country. Power outages, windstorms, even the Queens, New York thing happened. From what I found was unrelated to the heat wave, but it happened at the same time as said heat wave. Next, we have an unusual heat wave here. This is the March 2012 heat wave. It's reported that 7,000 daily records highs, so 7,000 daily record highs, either were tied or broken during this time frame. Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Chicago reached at 87 degrees on March 21st, with Chicago reaching 80 degrees or more between March 14th and March 18th, and the city actually recorded 8 days in the month of March in 2012 with temperatures at 80 degrees or above. That is a record that still stands from my research to this day for the city of Chicago. And 87 degrees in March, in the dead middle of March, that is highly unusual. As somebody from Cleveland, I know it's only like 8 hour difference away from us, but the climate is very similar. Yes, they're windy and everything like that, windy city, whatever it may be, but the climate is very similar. And for them to experience 87 degree weather, I really don't remember this one personally, or the one from 06. Like I said, I was a child in 06. I was 10. 2012, I was 16. So I was 16 years old. Well, actually, I was 15 during that heat wave in 2012. But I don't remember it being that hot around that time. But then again, most of my memory is sports and stuff like that. So this is a very interesting heat wave as well. Um, uh, Again, just crazy amount of heat for the month of March. Where like on the tail end of winter going into spring and experiencing 80 plus degree weather across the country, including Grand Rapids and Chicago. That's pretty crazy. Temps across the Midwest, Northeast, Ontario, and Quebec were 18 degrees above average from March 16th all the way to March 22nd. So you're talking about a full 6 days, a full week essentially of record high temperatures or just above average temperatures. Must have felt great at the time. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm pretty sure I remember it as well, or probably had a good time around it as well, I should say. But nonetheless, that is crazy. But again, this throws the weather pattern off. So you obviously with these temps, you got strong severe thunderstorms that affect the country, and it's even spun up an EF3 tornado in Dexter, Michigan, which is interesting because I might do a video on that tornado if it's interesting enough, or if I find a good enough information on that. Finally, we got the 1995 Chicago heat wave. This happened from July 12th to July 16th, with temperatures reaching over 105 degrees at peak, with a high being 110 on July 13th. Night lows were the upper 70s to the low 80s. This heat wave caused 739 deaths across the entire city. So that's a lot of deaths in one city with this heat wave. I actually found some news clips on this heat wave, including they were talking about a former, I believe he was a World War II veteran that had passed away during this heat wave. It was either World War II or a Korean veteran that passed away during the heat wave. I'll link those two news or that video of those news clips in the description down below so you can check those out. The dew point temperatures were 80 degrees, were near or above 80 degrees, creating a heat index around 125 degrees as well. So that is very hot, especially something that from the news clips I saw, they kind of didn't expect it to get this hot. Obviously, when you got something like that, people are not very ill prepared, or people who are not weather conscious. They're not really paying attention about what's going on the days ahead. But even then, I kind of saw like they were very surprised at how this heat wave was actually affecting the entire city. So those are the 5 heat waves of North America that I talked about. Thank you for watching. I know I messed up here and there. I'm going to get better, obviously. If you got any critiques, let me know. If you have any personal memories outside of the 19th, I don't expect anybody from alive in 1936 to tell me about that heat wave. But any of these heat waves that you guys have personally remember from witnessing this, whether y'all lived through it or y'all saw it on the news or anything like that, please let me know in the comment section. Welcome to the channel. We're going to have more videos like this. Please subscribe to From the Weather System. Also want you to subscribe to From the Nosebleed Show as well. Got a few videos up on that. Haven't uploaded on that channel in about 6 months, but that's going to change very, very soon. Again, this is Tyrell from the Weather System. Peace.